the business we are in at LSU, providing a world-class experience for our student athletes to compete and earn their degrees.
Hello, Tiger fans. I'm Emily Dixon, and you're watching Inside LSU Sports, presented by Community Coffee. In this week's show, we show you a wild weekend series with LSU baseball, go behind the scenes with LSU football, send off some national champions, and more. So let's get started with the voice of the Tigers, Chris Blair, and LSU baseball head coach Jay Johnson, following the series win over Georgia that came down to a walk-off home run.
Inside LSU Sports, presented by Community Coffee, is brought to you each week by the 8 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Planet Fitness, official gym partner of the LSU Tigers. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers. This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by Bud Light.
Welcome back, Tiger fans, to this week's show. Happy to be joined with head coach Jay Johnson. And, Coach, we come off an exciting weekend here on campus at LSU. You and the baseball team, you provided the dramatics as well. What a great win, series victory, all wrapped it up in a walk-off in Game 3 on Sunday. But I know it was a hard-fought series against Georgia.
Yeah, I'm proud of our team. I thought Friday we came out and did a great job against Nolan Crisp and their bullpen. Got a couple big hits early in that game, pitched great, obviously starting with McHale and the main cast of characters out of the bullpen. Saturday, tough loss. I mean, we really put it to Jonathan Cannon, who's one of the best pitchers in the country. That was great to see. And then just couldn't quite hold up at the back end. It was an offensive day. Wind was blowing out of here. Georgia's a good hitting team and dropped one 12-7. And then yesterday was just about competitiveness and toughness. We got a couple great swings from Dylan early in the game. Kind of withstood a small mistake that kind of gave Georgia a run, and then, kept fighting. Had a couple opportunities where we didn't cash in, lined out a couple times with runners on base, and then, Jacob gets a big 2-strike hit, and then Cade does the deal with the walk-off. It was one of the best regular season wins I've ever been a part of.
When you look at it and you think about SEC baseball, Coach, to me this past weekend kind of sums it up. You're going to have great moments. You're going to have moments where you got to get back up off the field and keep fighting. And to me, that's exactly what LSU did, which I think is a sign of a team headed in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely. You and I have talked a lot about wanting to be good in close games. And I'm really proud of these guys for what they're doing. Big turnaround. I think we're now 9-5 in games 2 runs or less. Most of those have happened in conference play. And they should have a lot of confidence when we're in those types of games. And I don't anticipate it changing at the back end of the regular season, the NCAA tournament. So I think it'll prove very valuable for us.
I know we've talked about a number of pitchers and the way this bullpen and your starters really have done a great job in keeping the games competitive, giving you an opportunity to win. I haven't mentioned with you a lot Paul Gervais. He's kind of been the guy you go to close the door, and he's been spectacular.
Outstanding. One of the great developments for our team. I mean, you could see the natural talent in the fall, but I still wasn't quite sure what we had. And then, he kind of came back in the spring and, was really solid right out the gate, had a good first outing, which opened up the door for more and more, and he just kind of kept going out there and doing it. And by the time we got to league play, it's like, this is the guy we want in the game, and has done a great job for us. He was not feeling well yesterday, so I'm even more proud of him. We actually had him back in the players' lounge resting the entire game and said, hey, well, how much time do you need? We'll get you out here and going. And proud of him for getting us that 0 yesterday that set the table for the guys to do it in the bottom of the ninth.
Well, certainly, again, you win, take the series. Everybody here at the ballpark had a great time. I know the guys certainly took some momentum into the week. Speaking of, coming up this week, been nice to be at home in SEC play where you won 5 of your last 6 in Southeastern Conference play, now back out on the road, and you take on a team that's really been tough this year, and that's Alabama. They've suffered the last couple of weekends, but they're a team with plenty of talent.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Brad Bohannon has done a really good job recruiting there. They have a good roster. They lost one of the best pitchers in the country to Tommy John surgery before the season. They've continued to compete. Really good lineup. Have some guys with some speed, some power, good pieces on the pitching side of it. I really don't anticipate this being any different than the last four, which have all been, last five really, have all been absolute wars.
You know, when you look at this Alabama team going on the road to Tuscaloosa, I got to believe your team has seen some high highs and some low lows on the road. There's nothing they haven't seen already.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We're at that point in the season. I think we have a better idea of who we are, of what to expect, and I think that will serve us well going forward. I think the thing that I like, and as a leader, I've just tried to provide a steadiness, knowing that when you play in this conference and the nature of the game of baseball, that this is how it's going to go. And so not to overreact to anything, but keep focusing on what we need to do to be successful, and the guys have done a really good job following that.
No, Coach, thanks to you, the staff and the players had a great time this past weekend. Looking for another great week. Best of luck.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris.
All right, fans, thanks to head coach Jay Johnson. Let's now take a look at some of those great highlights from right here at the box, with LSU taking 2 of 3 from the Georgia Bulldogs.
He's in his 10th start of the year. 47 innings of work under his belt. The 2-2, late swing and a miss. Off speed. Harbor thought about it, then swung and missed. The senior Hilliard to the plate. The 2-2. Called strike 3. Again, floated right across the plate. Runner at first, 2 down. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Anderson down on strikes. Third punch out of the night for Mikhail Hilliard. Crisp to the plate. Hit in the air. Deep to left field. McManus is going to put it out of here. McManus with his 4th home run of the season gets the Fighting Tigers on the board. It's 2-0 LSU. From the belt to the plate. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase it outside as Hilliard with his 4th punch out of the night. The 1-2 up the middle by a diving Ecton. And it's into center field. Pearson picks up the 3rd hit of the night for the Tigers. 2-2, absolutely hammered to left field. This ball on the jet, and it is over the fence. See ya! Another 2-run homer. 2nd for the Tigers tonight. This one belongs to Cade Doty. Doty with his 9th round tripper of the season, and the Tigers regain the lead 4-2. The senior right-hander delivers the 1-2 up the middle. Doty coming in at second base, and he will grab it just above the dirt for out number 3. The 1-2 chopper in front of the plate. Coming in is Harbor, the 3rd baseman, has to unload quickly. Not in time. Thompson beats it out. Big opportunity here with just 2 ribbies on the season. Again, Georgia not wanting to give it up as Stevenson lifts it high in the air to center field. Anderson going to have to get on his horse. He'll go deep in center, make the play. Tagging up and coming in to score from 3rd is Thompson. And there's a sac fly RBI for the freshman Stevenson. That'll make it 5-2. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball. Got Gonzalez off balance. 2 outs and the 1-1. Hit high in the air to left center field. See ya and good night. Dylan Cruz did hit the ball very hard, and he puts it over the left center field fence. Dylan Cruz with home run number 11. It's now 6-2 LSU. 1-2 popped up behind the plate. McManus going to give chase, and McManus just shy of the backstop has it for out number 1. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Tigers win. Tigers win. Paul Gervais gets it done. Closes the door on the Dogs. This one's lifted in the air. Shallow center field. Cruz having to come in on the run, diving, and Cruz holds on for the out. Here's a swing. Here's a drive. This ball is gone. Off the top of the scoreboard in left field. Another baseball absolutely crushed off the bat of Dylan Cruz, and he leads it off for the Tigers with a solo shot. 3-2, outside corner, called strike. This time Collins can't believe it. He's not happy. He'll talk with Jeff Head. Runner at second, 2 outs. Another payoff pitch. Belted to left field, giving chase. Bianco on the run, diving, comes up with it, slams into the bottom of the wall, but lifts up the glove. He has it for out number 3. But boy, he's a little slow to get up now on his feet, hobbling to his teammates, but looks to be nursing one of his wings. Somehow held on, giving up the body for the team. Runner at second, 2 outs. Another payoff pitch. Belted to left field, giving chase. Bianco on the run, diving, comes up with it, slams into the bottom of the wall, but lifts up the glove. He has it for out number 3. But boy, he's a little slow to get up now on his feet, hobbling to his teammates, but looks to be nursing one of his wings. Somehow held on, giving up the body for the team. Ends it for Georgia. Still a hitter's count, a 3-1. Hammered high in the air to left center field. See ya! Another monstrous blast off the bat of Dylan Cruz, his second home run of the day, and just like that, we're tied 2-2. Here's the 2-2. He got him to chase again. Upstairs fastball. Down on strikes goes McAllister. The 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Gervais with the fastball. Defensive position if you're Barry. Woods, the 1-2. Hammered. Left field. Going to drop down for a base hit. Tigers have the leadoff man aboard. The 1-0 to Doty. Big swing! Could it be? Will it be? It is! Walk it off, Cade Doty! Tigers win! Tigers win! 4-3! Hey now! Doty jumps into the arms of his teammates at home plate as LSU takes the series with the walk-off.
Stay tuned for more Inside LSU Sports after this break.
You need more layers, diagonal layers.
I got it, Ron. Thanks.
Leave him alone, Dad. Oh, honey, you should use ice blocks instead of cubes.
No, Bud Light Seltzer goes on top.
Diagonal layers.
Did you pre-chill the Bud Light lemonades?
Need more ice.
And diagonal layers.
I mean, if you're gonna do it right.
I don't need my hands getting cold.
Why don't you try using the Plumsky method?
Brings out the citrus notes.
Dad?
Gotta crush the ice, son.
Okay, I'm out.
What's his problem?
Whenever packing the cooler really matters, there's a Bud Light there.
Mommy, guess what? We're lit.
Hi, that's fake, mi amor. Ice cream?
Yeah!
Okay.
Protect your connected devices with advanced security included with Cox Panoramic Wi-Fi.
We get it. It feels like everything has changed. Masking up, changing demands at work, fewer gatherings. But one thing hasn't changed. Our commitment to your health. It's why Our Lady of the Lake Physician Group keeps finding better ways to serve you. Video visits with one of our providers, online scheduling, weekend hours, and nearly 100 locations where providers know your medical history. Our Lady of the Lake Physician Group, providing you with the best care where and when you need it.
As humankind faces its most critical challenges yet, the world demands leaders, and LSU is taking up the charge. The research we do here goes everywhere to protect communities threatened by climate change, so you can live your life with fewer worries about tomorrow. We're formulating a better way for everyone, because at LSU, our calling is humanity.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, lsushop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go: LSUshop.net.
This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by Assurance Financial. When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial. Lending the way home buyers prefer it.
All right, everybody, listen to me. I'm mic'd up, and I don't give. So who I am in my day-to-day life, I like to have a lot of fun. Listen, I'm gonna get you about, with this mic'd up, you can legit get about, I'm gonna say you're gonna get 10,000 new followers straight up. When it comes to football, I think I'm able to flip a switch per se. Very intense, focused. Run, keep your feet going! Run, stay up, yes, that up, baby. Good, now run out! You don't get no redos in real life, you feel me? I'm teaching them winning habit. The biggest goal for me coming out of this offseason was to create competitive depth where there would never be a sense of entitlement. There's not one person in our room who can walk in there and assume that they can rest on their laurels and say, hey, I'm going to be the starting whatever at LSU. All right, I'm moving the depth chart, I'm moving guys around. I want to see if I can find 5 guys that can go out there and strain their guts out, play hard as hell with technique fundamentals. Well, you guys got to dig down. Everybody clear on that? Couldn't ask for better elements right now. Everybody clear on that, okay? Good. Better. Hey, look at me. Much better, right? Why? Because you're what? Pad level. Tight hands. Don't wrap. Back up a step, players. Here we go. Hand down. We should be waiting. Here we go. Ready. Get down. I think the bottom line is now it's about results, and so, my energy, my effort right now has been really poised towards getting results, getting my unit to perform at a higher level, getting the best out of my kids. Recruiting, players that are going to upgrade, the talent in our room, and really just, establishing winning habits, with our guys that are going to help us compete, for championships year in, year out. About every day coming out here and making a personal commitment to get better. But it can't be sometimes, man. It's got to be who we are and how we live. Everybody clear on that? All right? And we haven't arrived there yet. We still have plenty of time, man. We still have plenty of time and plenty of opportunities to go out there and take that next step. But we got to be willing to take it.
LSU had 3 offensive linemen drafted in this year's NFL draft, and offensive line coach Brad Davis looks to build on that number as the Tigers gear up for the 2022 upcoming football season. And across the street, the LSU track and field team honored 20 seniors over the past weekend. Here's a look at the ceremony, plus a relay run that ranks top 5 nationally in NCAA competition.
Seniors! Woo!
This season, Molly will purple and gold, and it's a final of the national leader. The men's 4x4 meter relay stadium record set in 2000.
Stay tuned for more Inside LSU Sports after this break.
Hey everybody, let's have some fun. The time is right, the party's just begun. So let the good times roll. Go ahead and let the good times roll.
Get 1,000 retail custom order bonus cash on top of current offers, plus up to 1,000 toward Ford accessories on F-150.
Go ahead and let them good times roll.
Only at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
Now is the time for new beginnings. For holding each other's hands. For encouraging each other. and for working together. At Women's, our mission is to improve the health of all women and infants. So today, we're focused on new ways to care for you and keep you safe. Because seeing you healthy and strong is important to us.
You need more layers, diagonal layers.
I got it, Ron. Thanks.
Leave him alone, Dad. Oh, honey, you should use ice blocks instead of cubes.
No, Bud Light Seltzer goes on top.
Diagonal layers.
Did you pre-chill the Bud Light lemonades? Need more ice.
And diagonal layers.
I mean, if you're gonna do it right.
I don't need my hands getting cold.
Why don't you try using the Plumsky method?
Brings out the citrus notes.
Dad?
Gotta crush the ice, son.
Okay, I'm out.
What's his problem?
Whenever packing the cooler really matters, there's a Bud Light there.
As humankind faces its most critical challenges yet, the world demands leaders, and LSU is taking up the charge. The research we do here goes everywhere to protect communities threatened by climate change, so you can live your life with fewer worries about tomorrow. We're formulating a better way for everyone, because at LSU, our calling is humanity.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, lsushop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, lsushop.net.
This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by TJ Rizz, legendary Louisiana barbecue.
The annual Palmer Cup features the best women in college golf with a matchup between an American and international team. For the third time, LSU's LaTonna Stone is representing Team USA. We caught up with the SEC champion to learn more about one of LSU's brightest stars.
2 weeks ago in Birmingham, junior LaTonna Stone lined up one of the most consequential putts in LSU women's golf history.
Well, I was like, okay, all I need to do is just tap it. I mean, I was taking my time because I was like, you know, this could be the putt to win the SEC championship, so let me just take my time. And even though it was a 4-footer, it felt like it was like one of those, you know, 10-footers you had to make.
She did make it, and in the process gave the program its first title in 30 years. And for Stone, an emotional moment that will last a lifetime.
You can hear me go, did we win?
You're getting emotional. What's it like watching that celebration and what it meant?
Oh, it's so special. I'm gonna start crying. Oh. Wow. I mean, it was the second time in 30 years. And having my best friends and my teammates there was just unbelievable.
Stone has put in a lifetime of work to get to that point, and I do mean a lifetime.
So I actually got into golf from my dad. He would like tee up golf balls for me, like little plastic ones, and then I had like a cut down broomstick at one point, and before that I had a club, and I swung a hole in my mom's leather couch, so that was a big no. And then it was broomstick then, and then plastic clubs. And then I started playing first tee events when I was 5, and it kind of took off from there.
Mom's couch was no match for Stone, and neither is the golf course, where she thrived through juniors. When it came to picking a college, well, let's just say the SEC tournament wasn't the first time she broke Florida's heart.
One of my really good friends, Kendall Griffin, she actually was committed to the University of Florida and then decommitted and committed here and was like, you gotta, come to LSU. You gotta take a visit. I was like, okay, like if Kendall says I should take a visit, I should probably take a visit. And I got here and I fell in love with it, and it's been like the greatest decision of my life coming here.
So as you can tell, being a part of this team means everything to Stone, and she believes what the Tigers did at the SEC Championship gives them all kinds of confidence heading into regionals.
I definitely feel like this has been a long time in the making. Like, especially after last year with that, you know, bitter ending, it kind of left a taste in our mouth of like, hey, we want to come back for more and we want to win the SC championship. And yes, this was a great accomplishment for all of us, but that doesn't mean we have to stop, and we're going to keep going, and we're going to take it on to regionals and to nationals.
The self-described homebody isn't sure the next step beyond LSU. Maybe going pro, maybe sports broadcasting. But first up, in the immediate future, a trip to the NCAA regionals. For Inside LSU Sports, I'm Paul Boron.
Stay tuned for more Inside LSU Sports after this break.
We're Dudley DeBosier. As an official partner of LSU Athletics, we love being back here on campus.
It's where we began our journey as lawyers.
And it keeps us connected to the community we pledged to serve.
This place has made a difference in so many lives across the state.
And it inspires us to do the same.
We're a law firm that cares about this community.
And that's the Dudley DeBosier difference.
Demand Dudley DeBosier, official partner of LSU Athletics. 444-4444.
You need more layers, diagonal layers.
I got it, Ron. Thanks.
Leave him alone, Dad. Oh, honey, you should use ice blocks instead of cubes.
No, Bud Light Seltzer goes on top.
Diagonal layers.
Did you pre-chill the Bud Light lemonades?
Need more ice.
And diagonal layers.
I mean, if you're gonna do it right.
I don't need my hands getting cold.
Why don't you try using the Plumsky method?
Brings out the citrus notes.
Dad?
Gotta crush the ice, son.
Okay, I'm out.
What's his problem?
Whenever packing the cooler really, really matters, there's a Bud Light there.
Mommy, guess what? We're lit.
Ay, that's fake, mi amor. Ice cream?
Yeah!
Okay.
Protect your connected devices with advanced security included with Cox Panoramic Wi-Fi.
As humankind faces its most critical challenges yet, the world demands leaders, and LSU is taking up the charge. The research we do here goes everywhere to protect communities threatened by climate change, so you can live your life with fewer worries about tomorrow. We're formulating a better way for everyone, because at LSU, our calling is humanity.
When you support, she soars. When you donate, he delivers. When you provide, they prevail. Since 1987, TAF members have lifted the minds, bodies, and spirits of LSU student athletes, making sure they have what they need to succeed in competition, the classroom, and in life. When you give, they go.
This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by Our Lady of the Lake Children's Health, one of Louisiana's largest pediatric healthcare networks.
That's it for this week's show, but the action isn't slowing down across campus as spring competition turns into the postseason. I'm Emily Dixon, and as always, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Inside LSU Sports presented by Community Coffee. We'll see you next week.